Listen closely. First looks lie. This didn't start with a viral scandal or explosive headlines ripping through your feed. It started in the quiet, a hush before the storm that nobody even noticed. Deep in the K-pop machine, a heartbeat skipped. Long before fans panicked, the vibe shifted behind velvet ropes. No sirens, no press releases. Just a suffocating tension rising like smoke invisible but choking, festering under that flawless glittery skin they show the world. Right there, center stage, stood the gods, untouchable icons worshipped as perfect yet crushing under weights that could snap spines in two. They didn't walk into those bright lights to start a war or burn it all down. They stepped in because the machine craves flesh content and submission. That distinct gap, that's where the real heartbreak starts. Before the gossip hit, before the fan wars ignited, before the suits panicked, there was a vibe, a heavy, thick mood. You could taste that the stars weren't aligning anymore. It was off. In this game, no room is safe. Every look is scripted. Every sick day is suspect. Power here doesn't scream, it whispers. It slithers through slave contracts, brutal calendars, and that terrifying silence they force you to keep when the cameras cut. When they walked in, the room didn't pop, it choked, chatter died, eyes stalked them, not lust, but assessment. Who's got power? Who's got a target on their back? Who is already a ghost just waiting to be erased and replaced by the next kid? The creepy part, it wasn't the drama, it was the leash. No fake grins, no scenes. Just cold masks drilled by years of hell camp, teaching them to bury agony and serve up pure visual perfection while their souls were slowly screaming in the dark. Forget the songs, the drip, the fame. This was pure survival mode in a game that worships the obedient dolls and crushes anyone who dares to bleed. As the night wore on, the lack of chaos felt like a threat. That quiet was the siren. In this world, silence isn't peace, it's the fuse burning. If you're glued to the screen feeling the darkness brewing, hit subscribe now. Don't you dare look away. Stick with me because this story is just waking up. This is only the very beginning. When the public finally caught a whiff, the house was already tilted. K-pop doesn't break fast, it rots slow. Cracks creep in under brutal discipline schedules that kill and contracts tight enough to strangle any rebel thought before it breathes. Devastatingly, what stands call T usually starts as burnout. It's silent rebellion. It's that cold realization that the power trip they were sold as trainees was a total lie. They are just products. Backstage, the war wasn't just group versus group for Haeshon. It turned inward, a cannibal fight. Idols battling their own shadows, watching hungry trainees eyeing their throne and suits demanding more blood while keeping the creative keys locked tight in the vault. It was a suffocating, endless nightmare. Every comeback was a gamble with lives. One slip, you're dead. In that pressure cooker, even keeping your mouth shut looked like starting a riot. The suits saw it first, not on stage, but the vibe. The perfect chemistry started feeling fake, scripted, the magic was dying. Meetings got cold and quick. Talk got tactical. When the stars went quiet, management got paranoid. In this biz, fading out isn't an option. It's a red flag. They track it, log it, and usually force you back into the light. Meanwhile, the fans smelled the rot. No official statement, but the rhythm broke. Posts felt cold, love felt rationed. The timeline argued, is this growing pains, exhaustion, or something way deeper and darker going on? The fear was real. Standard drama, loyalty versus rumors. The diehards fought for them, the skeptics blamed the label, and the rest started whispering the scary questions nobody dared to scream. That's the K-pop pressure cooker. Labels guard the brand. Fans guard their fantasy, and the idols crushed in the middle, feeding both sides while they slowly destroy themselves in silence. It is a cruel, vicious trap. The machine doesn't blow up from riots. It rots from the inside. Subtle cracks. When nodding yes stops being real and becomes just another act to survive. As the stress stacked up, the truth hit. That calm water, a lie. Underneath the foundation was crumbling, turning into glass ready to shatter. The machine ran, but the gears were grinding. If you knew where to look, you saw the cracks. And when they see cracks, they clamp down. Next wasn't a boom. It was a reset, a cold, hard adjustment, and that shift, it would rewrite the whole damn ending. As the grip got tighter, the pain showed. The mask slipped. This wasn't just work stresses anymore. It got personal. It got deep. It started to hurt. It wasn't just gigs anymore. It was mind games. Watching their tone, their quiet, every glance tracked, every breath judged. The right to be human, to be anything but a plastic god, was vanishing fast. They were shrinking into nothing. The scary part, it felt normal. Being half dead was pro. Shutting down emotionally wasn't sickness, it was growing up. A twisted lie. Pain was called passion. In the studios, the vibe was clear: suffer now, win later. Swallow the hurt. But later, that promised land, it was a ghost. It never came. It was just a black hole. Artistic rage simmered. Orders barked, no debate. Themes forced, not felt. These artists realized the con. They weren't creators. They were inventory. Just products on a conveyor belt to hell. Soul-crushing. When swagger turned to self-doubt, the suits saw it. When fire turned to ice, the bosses panicked. They checked the numbers and prepped the axe. Fans kept spinning fantasies from crumbs. A stare held a second too long. A dead smile. A weird vibe on stage. They saw the ghosts in the machine and wrote whole novels about it. The net exploded. Half said all good, half smelled blood. Cruel irony. The harder the idols tried to look chill, the more they looked like hostages. Their calm was gasoline for the rumors. It was a trap they couldn't escape. The silence was screaming loud. In this game, the kill shot isn't a riot. It's the cold shoulder. Distance means they've checked out. That apathy kills the fantasy that prints the money. When the dream cracks, the cleanup crew moves in to scrub the mess. It is all about the image. When the heartbreak met the bottom line, it hit a deadlock. Keep going, dangerous. Stop, fatal. The crash wasn't an accident, babe. It was written in the stars. Total inevitability. Once the end was clear, the machine did its thing. No truth, no talks, just a cage. Containment. When the K-pop beast smells fear, it doesn't ask why. It just hunts down the weakness and kills it. They ask, how fast can we bury this? Plans changed, looks tweaked, PR got sterile, safe cold. Topside looked fine, beneath. The stress turned into concrete, a prison built of smiles, a complete and total fabrication. Now came the silent orders. No chats, just commands. The suits weren't fixing hearts, they were plugging leaks, saving the cash, not the kids. Forget help the artist. It became save the stock price. If they crack, hide it. Every step was staged, every hush was plotted. In this fake world, being real wasn't just rare, it was a crime. A dangerous liability. It was forbidden. The idols felt the walls closing in. Freedom died. Lines vanished. The silent rule, fake it till you make it. Keep it steady, shut up, and don't be real. Sleep wasn't care. It was maintenance. The machine isn't broken 'cause it's mean. It works 'cause it's a ruthless grinder. Efficiency. It eats humanity for breakfast. It swallows souls whole. Out here we felt the ghost. Something missing. The content flowed, but the soul was gone. The shows were perfect but empty. A hollow shell. We were watching a dead performance. Fans fought over the why, missing the truth. It wasn't a slump. It was a gag order. But feelings, you can't box them forever. Squeeze too hard and the truth bleeds out. Leaks kill, you can't plug them all. When fans start feeling instead of just buying, the script flips. That blind worship, it gets shaky, it demands answers. Doubt replaces trust. The fake piece needs constant patching, and that work, it tires everyone out. The stars, the fans, everyone's exhausted. No way out now. Move and they attack. Stay and you break. The industry was trapped in a deadlock, staring down a dark road it's walked 1,000 times. A vicious cycle of fame and pain. Guard the secrets or dare reveal the price. The fallout wouldn't scream, yet it cut deep. It was final then. The aftermath wasn't a messy breakup, but a hushed finale weighing more than any headline. No press release dared to decode the heavy, breathless tensions. No sit-downs to spill the tea. Rather, the biz let the dust settle, solo betting on time and buzz to blur the lines. Yet vibes like this don't just vanish. They hang in the air, ghosting every move, twisting how the crowd reads every single look shared from that day. For admirers, the truth hit in waves. It wasn't one fight or a public meltdown. It was years of holding back the tax, on looking flawless for way too long. That quiet wasn't a void. It was the smoking gun proving a love was suffocated. Proof of a machine that feeds on rules and icons who learn to get by while burying the hottest parts of who they are. When all faded, the darkest truth was basic. Nothing failed in the tragic sense. The game played out precisely how the masters drew it. And that is what made the night unforgettable. For when the heat is normal, toughing it out looks like strength, and the hush becomes the loudest warning of them all. If this drama hooked you, it's 'cause you know deep down these scenes aren't one-offs. They loop, they morph, and they pop up again in new shapes all over K-pop, babe. So hit that sub button, smash like, and spill your guts down below. More juicy tales are on the way, and the next scandal might be dropping way sooner than you'd guess.